Students, and welcome back to online class of 3rd standard. You are with me here in the online classes of science 3rd standard. So students, in the last period we have seen the classification of birds or the types of the birds according to its feet and claws. Students, we have seen as the title of the lesson, birds and their features. So we have seen the features of the birds. As the birds are having wings, they are having tail, they are having beak, they are having then feathers. Okay. So all these are the features of the birds. All these are the qualities of the birds. But among that we are studying the special quality of the bird, and the special quality of the bird that we are studying is their feet and claws. So students, we have seen the classification of the birds or the types of the bird according to the feet and claws of the birds, and we have seen climbing birds, we have seen perching birds, we have seen swimming birds, we have seen wading birds, we have seen catching birds like this. So students, now we just going further to study about one interesting thing, and that interesting thing is the nest of the birds. So students, before we could further move, I just want to ask you one question. Students, can you tell me that where do you live? So obviously your answer is that, ma'am, we are living in our house. And why you are living in the house, not on the street? So the answer is that we just want to protect ourselves from the bad weather. Okay? And we also want to protect ourselves from our enemies. Or we are just doing protection by living in our house. We are just protecting ourselves, our young ones, our children and ourselves by living in the house. And same happens with the birds also. Birds also build their nest to protect themselves. They want to protect themselves, and and for that they build their nest. Okay? And they at the same time they also want to protect their eggs, and they want to protect their young ones from the enemies. They also want to protect themselves from the bad weather, and so they are building their nest. And now in today's period we are going to see the various types of the birds, and their nests. Okay students, so let's move further. So students, as I have told you that birds are building their nest to lay eggs and to keep them safe and warm. So students, these birds also want to protect themselves. These birds also want to protect their young ones. Okay? And so they are building the nest. But the question comes to our mind that which are the things that bird use to build their nest. So students, answer to this question is that birds use grass, twigs, feathers, papers, old clothes, rag, cotton, wool, mud and leaves. These are the things that the birds are using for building the nest. And they are building the nest to make their nest cozy and comfortable. Cozy and comfortable means very soft, okay, and comfortable. So these are the things that the birds use to build their nest. So students, I have already told you that cloth, water and shelter, these are the three basic things that every human being needs. Okay? So the shelter is the main thing, and everyone wants to protect itself. So we human beings also made we also make our shelter. And same happens with the birds. They also build their nest to protect themselves. They also want to protect their young ones. They want to lay eggs, and they also want to keep their young ones safe and protected. So they build their nest. Now we have seen which are the things that are used to build the nest. And the things are grass, twigs, feathers, papers, old clothes, rags, cotton, wool, mud and leaves. Okay. Now students, one by one we are going to study about the various types of nest that the birds build. Students, you know that not all the birds' nests are same. The birds are not same, so their nests are also not same. They are different from each other. Okay? Because there are variety of birds, so there is also a variety of nest. So students, the nest of the birds differs in shape, size and nature of material used. So dear students, different types of birds make different types of nests because all birds are not same. They are different in shape, size. So their nests are also uh, depend on shape, size and nature of material used for building the nest. Okay. Now we are going to see the various types of nest of the birds. And first type that we are going to see is bulbul's nest. Okay. Now students, first type is the bulbul's nest. So bulbul is a bird that builds its nest in the hedges and bushes with the help of a grass. Now you will say that, ma'am, what is the meaning of hedges? So hedges means a row of bushes. Row of bushes means there is a line of bushes or trees planted close together. Okay, the trees are planted close together one after another on the edge of a garden. So that is the meaning of the hedges. So bulbul is a bird which build its nest in the hedges and the bushes with the help of the grass. So the nest of the bulbul, it just looks like a deep curve as I have drawn here, you can see. And it is also given on page number 42 of your textbook. So you can see the better view of the nest of the bulbul. And now we are going to see the second type is the tailor bird's nest. Now students, second type is tailor bird's nest. So you know that tailor is a person who sews our clothes. If we want to sew or make a beautiful dress, we just go to the tailor and he takes our measurement and he prepares one beautiful nice dress for us. So tailor is a person who sews our clothes, who makes a beautiful dress. Okay, the same quality is applied or same quality is in this bird, and the name of that bird is tailor bird nest. Okay, so this bird is very clever that it is having a very sharp beak, and this bird uses that beak to sew the big leaves together, and it also uses thread and wool to make its nest. And with the help of thread and wool, this bird builds its nest very beautifully. Okay, as if the tailor sews the clothes, this bird also uses its beaks very cleverly and sews its nest with big leaves, using the big leaves, and it sews the nest with thread and wool. And so that's the reason the name of tailor is given to this bird, and this bird is called as the tailor bird. So okay, have you understood this? So this bird makes its nest very cozy and comfortable. Cozy means, just I have told you, cozy means very soft. Okay, where these birds can easily live. Okay. So now students, we are going to see about the migratory birds. Now have you heard about these birds? The birds doing migration from one place to another place. So first of all, you just want to know the meaning of migration. So meaning of migration is just moving from one place to another place. So students, uh, on our earth there are continuously the seasons are changing. Okay, and these birds are migrating. These birds are moving from the cold places to the warmer places. They just want to migrate. They just want to move from the cold places to the warm places, because the cold places are not suitable for them, and they cannot live there, they cannot adjust there. So where the climate is suitable, they migrate from one place to another place, and such birds are known as the migratory birds. So next one. Now students, the next type is the woodpecker's nest. As you know that woodpecker is having very sharp beak. Okay, and with the help of that sharp beak, woodpeckers pecks into the tree trunk and makes a hole over there, and it makes a big hole over there, and that hole is used as the nest of the woodpecker. Okay, then next is the vulture's nest. Vulture also uses sticks to make big nest on the tall trees. So vulture is also a bird that uses sticks to build its nest, and it builds its nest on the tall trees. So next one is gorilla. So students, have you seen gorilla? Gorilla is a type of a monkey. Okay, and this gorilla builds a new nest with the help of leaves and branches of the trees every night. This gorilla doesn't want to live in the same nest or the same house. Every night this gorilla changes its house, and it builds a new house or nest for itself to with the help of leaves and branches of the trees. So like this, last one is quail's nest that we are going to see now. Now students, next one is the quail's nest. Quail is my favorite bird because it sings very sweetly. The voice of quail or the sound of the quail is very sweet and melodious. That's why I love this bird. And quail is a bird that is very lazy bird. This bird is known as a lazy bird, but this bird is also very clever, because this bird doesn't make its own nest. It lays eggs in the crow's nest, and the mother crow look after the eggs of quail and feeds and take care of the eggs of quail and feeds her quail's children along with her own children, because both the babies, the quail's babies and the mother crow's babies, both just look alike, means they look same as each other. Okay, they look same. So it is all about the quail bird. Okay, so have you understood it? So now students, this is all about the nest, various types of nest that we have seen today. And if you want to just see the pictures of the birds and their nest, you can see on page number 42. It is given on page number 42. You can see it very well here. And now students, it is your turn now, because you have to solve worksheet number 2 that is given on page number 43, and that is very easy. You can solve it in a minute. Okay. So now only one thing is remaining, and that is the bird bath. Okay. To study bird bath. We are living in a modern world. Okay. So in the previous period I have also told you that there are some people who just love to watch the birds, and the person who studies birds, they are known as the ornithologists. This I have told you in the previous period. So bird bath is a concept related to it. So the ornithologist or the people who are the bird lovers, they just want to watch the birds. These birds are slowly, they are just hopping on the ground, they are just coming to drink the water, they are just bathing there, and they are just cooling themselves. So for that, this bird bath is a concept is used for the birds. So students, so you will say, ma'am, what is the meaning of bird bath? So students, I hope that in rainy season when it rains, okay, and on the road there are small ditches on the ground, and on in that ditches the rainwater stores over there, okay, and that ditch is called as, when it is filled with water, that ditch is called as the puddle. So bird bath is an artificial puddle. Artificial puddle means it is not naturally created, but it is built by us. We, the human being, make that artificial puddle, and it is a large vessel filled with water. It is a large vessel, and that vessel means pot. That pot is generally filled with water for the birds. The birds just hop there, they drink water from there, they bathe themselves there, and they also cool themselves. Okay. So that is the concept of the bird bath, and this bird bath is used for especially the birds. Okay. The people who are just loving to watch the birds, they make such type of bird baths. So what is the material that is used for the bird bath? So the material that is made for to make the bird bath is a glass. The material that is used for bird bath is, it is made up of a glass, metal, plastic, mud, marble, or any material. You can use any material. That material can hold water in it. So it is also kept on the ground where there are large plantations are there. Okay, where you can see lot of trees, or if you are having a small garden in your house, you can keep this bird bath there, and you just watch from your window how the birds are coming to drink the water. They are chirping over there, they are just making lot of noise while they are bathing themselves. Okay, and they are just cooling themselves. So this bird bath is also used in the zoos. You can see this bird bath kept in the zoos. If you have visited any type of zoo, any kind of zoo, then on that places you can see that this type of bird baths are kept over there. So what is the use of this bird bath? So first thing, birds get water to drink. That is the first use. Second use, they take bath in the water and they just cool themselves. Okay. And third benefit is that food chain is maintained with the help of this bird bath. Okay. And it is very helpful to ornithologists. The people who just love to do the studies of the bird. These persons are known as the ornithologists, and it is very useful for the person like ornithologist. Okay, and they just with the help of this bird bath, they are just keeping it on the ground or somewhere in your garden. Okay, and they are just watch the birds how they are drinking the water, how they are cooling themselves, how they are making noise, and they can also get the picture of that birds. Okay, so that is the use of the bird bath. So students, here we have finished our lesson, and I hope that you have understood the what is the special features of the birds. Okay, and according to that special features, which are the various types of the birds. Okay, perching birds, climbing birds, like that. Then we have seen the nest of the bird, why it is very necessary for building a nest for the birds, what is the nest of the bird is made up of. Okay, and according to that, which are the various types of the birds that we have seen in this lesson. And I hope that you have understood it very well. And after that also we have seen one modern concept, bird bath, and that bird bath is how it is made up of and what is the purpose of making the bird bath, why we are making the bird baths. Okay, and what is the use of the bird bath, that we have also seen here. And this bird bath is specially kept in the zoos. If it happens, if you go to visit a zoo, then certainly you can see this bird bath kept over there. So now here students, I just want to stop and just want to take your leave. Till then you have to take care of yourself. Okay, and once again I just want to say you stay home, stay safe. Thank you so much, and don't forget to give your attendance regularly. And if you have solved that work exercise number 2, you have to just WhatsApp me on my number. So here I am just signing out of the day. Thank you so much, and bye bye.